representative for QSP Knife. We're going to be heading to Texas. So Texas, everything's bigger in Texas. So for that reason, we're going to do a top, well, not top, but 5 large knives from QSP. One's a folder, the others are fixed blades or kitchen knives, but we can check those out. One of the first ones, it doesn't get a lot of love, but it actually is one that has been taken out in the field. They've bushcraft with it. You can actually do a fire starter on it, which is pretty cool. But that's going to be, the first one is the Gaviel. So this is a 4-inch blade. We have a few different variants on it. We do have this one in the brown micarta. And then this is going to be a 4-inch blade with a 90-degree spine. So in the closed position, so you can actually, now in that closed position here, you can actually strike a ferro rod on that 90-degree spine. It has been tested by Joe Flowers, so he's actually been able to test that out. You put it to use, so it is kind of a field-tested knife that can be used in a pinch. Granted, some of those things you'd rather use a fixed blade for, but that's going to be the sizing for that. So we'll throw it down onto the table next to the other knives here. Reason why I'm going sideways is some of the other ones are getting a little bit large. So you have the Gaviel Penguin and also the Canary Canary folder. Next one, we're starting to the fixed blade side of things. So this is going to be a new one for us. So Canary is one that's kind of nipping at the heels of the Penguin. So it's going to be moving up. So this is going to be the Canary fixed blade. So we started with the neck knife, and then now we're going into the folder, then the fixed blade for this guy. So this is going to be about a 4.25-inch blade. And then this is a DC53. So DC53 is going to be still tool steel, but it's going to be a little bit better for toughness than a D2. So you're going to still get that really good edge retention with more toughness. So we're giving it a shot on these knives here. So we'll see how this one looks too on the table now next to the other knife. What that looks like, very rounded handle. So going to have a lot of good comfort in use. Also with the sheath. It does have a different way to move it around, so if you don't want it in this orientation, we'll just move it, change it out, so you can actually now do it in different areas, and also it does have good retention, so it's not going to be moving on you once you set it there, but if you just want to change from a backpack to a belt, then you can move that around and have that available without taking any screws off, and without losing anything, so that's something nice about it. So that's going to be the second one, so 2 out of the 5, and you heard that retention on that knife. So that's going to be the second one for the Canary fixed blade. This one actually won, so Texas last year for the Bison V2. So we actually took home an award. That was the first award for QSP. This is the best production fixed blade that we took on this one. So that was last year at Texas. So we'll see if we can really get something else for this year. Awards look actually really cool too. I saw some picture of the award. We'll see how this one looks next to the other guys here on the table. So that's going to be a little bit larger. So this is a 4.4.5-inch blade. So the other one's 4.25. So we started 4.25. There's 4.5 for this guy. As you see, I mean, as you use it, there'll be some more. It'll darken up as well for this knife. This one's going to be on a D2 blade steel. And then if you want to be kind of the talk of the town when it comes to barbecues and everything else, you can bust out your butcher knife. So this is going to be the butcher. So it does have kind of a Sanmai style blade, and this is all going to be at the Texas show, so you can come in, handle it, see what you like. It has abalone inserts on the handle, but that is going to be a copper brass Sanmai style Damascus. So it's just a very nice setup for it to be able to pick it up and handle it, use it. This one is also going to be price-wise about $258.50. We are covering sales tax for folks in Texas, so that's something nice. But you're not missing anything out if you're not coming there. You can still order directly from the website or from one of our dealers. But it also does come with the sheath, so you can walk around with that sheath. Go into I don't know if you could take it into a restaurant, but you can take it into a restaurant and bust out this steak knife, and then have this available to use. Again, we're going to look at what that looks like in comparison to the other knives on the table. So that's why I'm going sideways on it, because it's starting to get a little bit large now for the knives. Yeah, 7.75 for this guy here, and then that's going to be in comparison to the Penguin and the Canary. So next one, also going to be a kitchen knife. So we did get into kitchen knives, and that's going to be what we have here. This one gets a lot of good response. It's a Harpoon shape. So that's where you're going to have either an ebony or desert ironwood for the handle. This one's in 14C28, so very good for that pinch. Good balance right in this location. And then it's going to be very thin, so it kind of even disappears for that. But nice knife. This one's going to be at 8-inch, so a lot of the chef knives are going to be 8-inch in size. But that's where you're going to have something very usable. So harpoon shape, this is under $100 for this guy here. And then you're going to have the penguin and the canary. So looking forward to Texas. We're going to check out some barbecue places or some other food places. There's, I think, Melt ice cream that's out there. And then one of the barbecue places that I looked up online. Kind of did a little bit of research to see what works out. If you guys know of anything that's like really fantastic, must try, let me know in the comments. Big Red EDC and I are going to be at the QSP booth or table, and then we're going to be trying out some of those places when we have free time as well. But come by, say hi, handle the knives. That's one thing that's going to be nice about the show is all the things you've seen online you can handle, pick up, hopefully purchase, take home with you. Pay for our trip being out there. But check those things out. Blade Show Texas, we're coming to you real soon.